Good morning. This is KELOLAND On The Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Police were called to a home in Rapid City Sunday night just before 9 o'clock. 2 people were shot and were transported to the hospital with life-threatening injuries.
One of the victims was pronounced dead shortly after arriving. Those in the neighborhood spoke with our Rapid City reporter on how scary it is that this happens so close to home.
The South Dakota Bureau of Criminal Investigation is currently looking into more possible crimes committed by state employees. South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley says 3 investigations are currently underway.
They are on top of the 6 criminal cases already announced involving fraud, false reporting, and embezzlement.
There's discussions and information coming in almost every day. We weed through that, and I would say there are 3 significant actual investigations going on right now.
Jackley says he'll be able to release more information in the coming weeks as the investigations come to a conclusion.
House Bill 1025 was originally set to appropriate money to build a new men's prison in Lincoln County, but it was amended to only include the transfer of money to the Incarceration Construction Fund, and the House voted down this amended legislation.
However, a motion to reconsider gave it second life. Briefly, that motion to reconsider failed. Republican Representative Aaron Elward of Harrisburg says this fight is not at all done.
For those that don't want it, I hope they continue to come out and push back against it, but we need to figure out something else as far as the location and the cost.
I voted yes to preserve options, and with the recognition that we need a facility for our inmates and our staff on the Hill.
Democratic Representative Eric Muckey of Sioux Falls voted differently than Elward on HB 1025.
KELOLAND News has sought an interview with South Dakota Governor Larry Roden on these issues. His office says that will happen, quote, at a later time.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Munstein. Warm once again today, Scott.
Yeah, we'll have to watch the record books too in case we do set a couple of record highs. 63 degrees is the record high in Sioux Falls, and we're forecasting 62. A chance for 70-degree heat this afternoon in south central and southeastern South Dakota. Otherwise, you just expect these numbers to be well above average. Also following that chance for showers and thunder showers again today, north central and northeastern South Dakota. Brian will have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. Volleyball fans are in for a real treat come August, when 4 of the best teams in the country will play at the Sanford Pentagon in the first ever AVCA First Serve Showcase.
It's the biggest event the Pentagon has ever hosted, and they say it'll be great for Sioux Falls.
One of the things that the AVCA said they wanted to do was to create an experience that these teams get to feel what Sioux Falls is about. So we've been working with some of the downtown establishments to make sure that we get the teams staying down there, get them to kind of integrate with the city and see what Sioux Falls is all about and give them a really good experience, hopefully one that they'll want to come back. Yeah.
Ticket pre-sales open March 6th for the matches in Sioux Falls. All tickets will be available to purchase through Ticketmaster.
There's a new business in Sioux Falls, and it hails from Wyoming.
Big Lost Meadery and Brewery started 11 years ago in Wyoming, but now it's expanded to its second location right on the beach of Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls.
The beer is brewed on site, but the mead is made in Wyoming.
Mead is fermented honey, so we take raw honey and we turn it into alcohol. And so you can take, mead's the oldest fermented beverage in the world. It predates beer, predates wine. And then you can take it and turn it into something like a beer, something like a wine, something like a spirit, or something else. We kind of fall into that something else category. So we're kind of halfway between a wine and a spirit-ish.
Big Lost didn't make the move alone, though. They brought along another Wyoming-based business, Ranch and Roost. Customers can order food at Ranch and Roost and get it delivered to their table in Big Lost.
And in the summertime, that table could be out on the patio overlooking Lake Lorraine.
The spillway replacement project at the Lake Alvin Recreation Area south of Sioux Falls is nearing the finish line. After
the water level in the lake was lowered last July, the old spillway was removed and construction on a new 70-foot wide step chute spillway began. Crews hope to be done pouring cement in the next week or 2.
Construction crews have taken the necessary steps to be able to continue construction through the cold winter months and continue pouring concrete. And it's nearing completion. We've got substantial completion scheduled for March, which is right around the corner, and then we've got final completion scheduled in May.
Game Fish and Parks also added fish habitat structures to the new lake basin and 2 new picnic shelters in the park.
The beach area and boat ramps will reopen to the public in May.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another check on your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, a lot of weather topics the last 24 hours, including this. We had a brief touchdown of a tornadic circulation near Kransburg, South Dakota yesterday. This is near the Watertown area, and a vigorous system, a thunderstorm that it did produce, as you can clearly see there, some of the dust swirling there, and for the most part pretty weak, probably a weak category EF0 type of circulation, but nevertheless, something that you don't see every day in February, do you? And you share at KELOLAND.com. Thank you to Jason for sending that to us. We've got other pictures too. We've got rainbows. We've got pictures of interesting cloud features yesterday, some of that virga, the precip evaporating before it hits the ground. We've had so many things, plus wind, a lot of wind yesterday, 50 plus in the wind scale around Pierre and Huron. Of course, the problem today now too is this fire weather concern west of Sioux Falls. Look at your wind as we get into today. Again, it's pretty strong there west of Sioux Falls. I even think Sioux Falls will pick up some wind this evening. Tomorrow, we still have some wind, but it's probably reduced. It's going to be a little cooler day tomorrow, but cooler, all relative. Today, we're talking close to record potential. Sioux Falls, we'd have to hit 63 this afternoon to tie the record. My goodness, we're close here. We'll see if we can do that. And then Mitchell, I think you're going to be closer to 70. If not there, you'll be awfully close. Even Winter and Gregory, too, in that same category. Could we end the day with a clap of thunder? Maybe a lightning strike here and there. Well, we're going to cobble up a little bit of this on radar. Not all of this moisture hitting the ground, but at least that potential is there from Sisseton to Brookings to Sioux Falls as that frontal feature moves through. And then right behind that, that's when the wind will be gusty in Sioux Falls. Overnight tonight, we'll calm the wind down eventually a little bit toward daybreak. Tomorrow, it's technically cooler. With clouds in the morning, too, we'll feel colder. But still 40s and 50s across the board tomorrow afternoon. Sioux Falls area probably will hit at least 50 for a high. 60 today in Rapid City. Don't forget, if you're in the northern hills, you could get a little coating of snow tonight. Add that to the mix of weather topics here. 70 the high there, Valentine, Nebraska. Overnight lows tonight, we're down to 33 Sioux Falls, northwest wind 15 to 25. Tomorrow, this is what we mean when we say cooler. 46 Brookings, Sioux Falls 52, Pierre 55. Back to the 50s on Thursday, maybe a run at 60 or better on Friday. We'll keep an eye on that. And then the weekend will probably slide on Saturday ahead of a system that may provide some moisture by Monday. I know that's a long ways out, but we're starting to watch at least the potential there for some rain or snow early next week, so keep watching for that. Aberdeen in the northeast, we're talking low 50s tomorrow and Thursday. Still well above normal, no change there. Pierre is also well above the average high of 37. We'll be closer to 60 again by Friday. Not a lot of precipitation, though. These fronts are coming through. For the most part, pretty dry. Rapid City, we could get again a little snow in the northern hills tonight, but then we're back to 60 or better on Thursday. Check out more information at KELOLAND.com.